Hey there, everybody. Today we're going to work on cartoon trace. Now, this cartoon trace is probably one of the simplest characters that I could find from a show called South Park. Now, this cartoon trace is going to be kind of easy, but in order to do it or to complete this cartoon trace, you're going to have to know a couple of skills first. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start by turning off the view on the layer for our character. And then I'm going to show you a couple of the skills that we need. Now, the first thing that we're going to need to know is how to create shapes. Now, here in Photopea, and it works the same in Photoshop, what you can do is choose a shape, and then, of course, you can create your shape. Now, this shape has a lot of options. You know, you can add a stroke or a fill with any color that you want. Here is the option for color, gradient, and patterns. And of course, this one right here is no fill at all. And the same thing goes for the strokes. Now, as far as fill goes, I like to work with no fill and with just a plain stroke. And we'll just go with a black stroke for now. Now, the thing is, the reason I do this is because when I'm tracing, I want to be able to see through the shape, or not the shape. Yeah, I guess the shape. I want to be able to see through what I'm doing here, so that I can use it to, hang on just a second. Here we go. So I can use it to make sure that I've got both the color and the shape right. And if your shape is solid, you can't see through to the other side. Now, that's mostly for working with the pen tool, but it kind of goes the same way. Now, when you're working with this and you want to choose a color, like let's say the color of the jacket. So I go ahead and go back to my pen tool, my shape, and I go to fill. Now, I'm going to choose a color for fill, but the thing is, I want the color of the picture. In order to choose the same color exactly the way it is in the picture, I would have to click on the color picker right here, and there's my color picker. And not only can I just choose a color from somewhere in here, I can also take my mouse and click on any object on the project, and that color will match automatically. Not only does it find the color right here in the spectrum, it also gives you the hexadecimal code. In this case, it's F36C04. And I push OK. Now I know that whatever I draw or whatever shape I choose will be the exact same color as the original. Now, what I do every now and then, so I don't have to go and use the color picker every time, I'm going to go ahead and make a swatch out of this and just kind of put it up here. That way it stays there, and I can use that to change my color. The next color I want to choose, let's say, is the color of the mittens. So I'm going to go ahead and do that one. Change the color by using the color picker. And the last color that I'm going to choose, because I see the color of his face here, is right there. So I'm going to go ahead and use the color picker and choose the color of the face. So now I have three colors here. I have the color of his jacket, the color of his mittens, and I guess this is a hoodie that goes underneath his coat, and the color of his face. The other two colors that we have here are black for the shoes and white for the eyes, as well as black for the pupils, or middle of his eyes. It's a cartoon, so I don't know what to call it. Anyway, that is how you use the color picker. Now, the next video in the series for this is going to be how to layer all of these shapes so that we can use them correctly and make sure that we create the illusion of a character, even though it's nothing but shapes. All right. Have fun with your color picking.